Hello friends, Sarah from Sweet Scents from the Dollhouse. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. Please subscribe and smash that notification bell. Hang out with us here at the Dollhouse. To my returning Waxies, as always, love you to pieces and welcome back. Today I am bringing you a new to me vendor haul from Woof WIx Wax. I wanted to film this earlier, but unfortunately this company is so dang cute. Miss Ella Bean took off with, I'd say, 35% of my order and had these little scent shot cups scattered all over the dollhouse as she was oohing and awing over how cute their little husky is on all of the scent cups. I'm like, hey kid, pause off. This is mummy's. So it took me a little while to collect them all back and put them all back in my little basket. So Woof WIx Wax, also super cool, is from Michigan, which is close to me. Also, funny story, I tend to place orders while watching some of my favorite YouTubers. So I'm watching Sashaisms one Saturday or Sunday morning, I believe. Not even halfway through the video and I'm click shopping on Woof WIx Wax. I think I have everything. I placed the order. The first order was placed May 17th at 8:47 a.m. And I placed my second order at 8:53 a.m. 6 minutes later, thanks to Sashaisms, because I should really complete the video first and then start my click shopping, but couldn't help myself. Other cool thing about Woof WIx's invoices is she puts the scent notes right in there. So there will be no confusion. I can read you all the scent notes. She sent me a generous amount of samples. Also, immediately, Amber, one of the owners, Amber and Steven, are a couple. Amber emails me right away. And she's like, hi, thank you so much for your orders. Would you mind if I combined your shipping? I said, no, not at all, because this is another cool thing about Woof WIx, is that they pay for the shipping on anything over $25, which is crazy because I could spend $25 in clearly half a Sashaisms video easily. So I said, of course I want you to combine the shipping because the vendor shouldn't have to pay for my stupidity, as well as my receiving service charges me a holding fee for every single package. So had she shipped them separately, it would have cost me $10 American to pick them both up versus $5 American. So it worked out best for both of us. Anyhow, the samples she sent me, the first one was Grape Snuggle. This was available on the site while I was click shopping, but I was like, oh, grape and laundry? I don't know about that. I find a lot of their blends are super unique. Like they're really trying to create their own unique footprint in this industry. Not sure how I feel about grape, but because it's got that laundry blend in it, the grape isn't like top note sticky candy scent to my nose, so that might be okay. This one I wanted, but it happened to be sold out on the website while I was click shopping, and it's a sample of Home Slice. I apologize, I don't have the scent notes because these are the samples, but I do remember that this was like a cookie, bready, bakery, delicious blend. Yeah, it's definitely that. That would be nice as a blending scent for sure. And the last sample she sent was the Raven. This was a coffee scent that this was available, and I kind of passed over it a couple times and hummed and hawed about it because I was like, that might be way too rich or like dark, bitter coffee for my taste. Oh no, it's not. Oh my word, this reminds me of one of my favorite coffee blends from a different vendor. Not too dark, not bitter at all. That's gorgeous. I will definitely order the Raven. So the first ones that I purchased were 2 scent shots of Pink Beach Blanket, which is pink sugar, salty sea air, flannel sheets, and whipped cream. Look how cute that husky is on the beach. If you smell the top of the wax, the pink sugar seems to come out on the forefront. But pop that little sucker out, and I get the salty sea air and the flannel sheets for sure. Perhaps I won't smell the whipped cream. Perhaps that's just going to blend it and make it a nice, smooth, laundry, sweet scent. Love those. I think I should share some of those with my girl Amber. Next one I ordered is Carnival Zombies, which is saltwater taffy, kettle corn, and marshmallow. So if you watched my Sparkles Wax Melts haul, I sniffed my very first saltwater taffy blend ever. I like saltwater taffy. Not that I would order it, but if my grandma has it laying around the house, I'll eat it. And I actually quite liked the sample I was sent. You would think that after nearly 2 years of being into vendor wax, I would have tried that fragrance oil by now. But no, it's in Carnival Zombies, so I quite liked it in the other sample I received. Oh my word. That's delicious. I get all 3 notes. Equal parts saltwater taffy and kettle corn, and the marshmallow is just a hint. That's good. I would order large quantities of that for fall. Then we have Coconut Creamery. Strange enough, I ordered 4 of these because the scent notes sounded amazing, but they're missing from the invoice, which is weird. But it was just like what seemed like a whipped cream, creamy coconut, delicious blend. So I was like, heck, why not? You can't really go wrong with like creamy coconut scents. Oh my word. I know another vendor who has a creamy coconut scent, and this one blows that one out of the water. Wow. Love that. We'll be placing my creamy coconut orders from Woof WIx more often. Lenny's? No, that wasn't all the scent cups. I got more scent cups here. Where is it? Halloween Poppuccino doesn't have scent notes on the invoice either. But I do remember it was like a cappuccino fall bakery blend. That's definitely it. I get like a crystallized sugar note on top, and then just a hint of coffee. If you're looking for a lighter coffee scent, this is lighter than the Raven, but the Raven isn't bitter. I also bought Coffee Poppuccino. If you could see the pathetic amount of coffee blends I had before I went down to Michigan, it was literally, it was in times of desperation every morning here at the Dollhouse. So some of my orders are a little coffee heavy, but on purpose. Coffee Poppuccino. I'm guessing this is going to be in between the Raven and Halloween Poppuccino. Coffee Poppuccino also doesn't have scent notes on the invoice here, but I guess it's pretty much self-explanatory. Oh, that is a perfect coffee scent. This would be phenomenal on its own. Like, I want to smell this every morning when I wake up. But you could mix this with so many different bakery things. So, Amber, I will definitely be back to be placing lots more orders, large quantities of these. On this order, I also, what do we have here? Trying to see if this one has scent notes. Puppy Crunch, which is apple, kettle corn, and marshmallow. And look how cute those shapes are. The dog bone and the paw. I believe the cups are 2 cups for $3.20, or the next size up is this bag for $3.56, but please don't quote me on that. Yep, $3.56. How much were the 4 Scent cups. $6.40. So, yeah, consistent pricing all around. Puppy Crunch. Let's smell this one. Oh. Oh, my word. Okay. Yeah. I was like, I wasn't going to spend any more money this weekend, but I think I might have to. Puppy Crunch is definitely going to be a repurchase for me, and I haven't even melted that sucker. What else do we have here? This one, oh, doesn't really need scent notes. It's peanuts and Cracker Jacks, and the scent notes are on the bag. Salty caramel popcorn and roasted nuts. And I mean, you definitely wouldn't put that whole paw in your melter, so you could cut these. It smells strong already. And based on the feeling of this wax, I'm guessing you could cut a bone in 3. You could probably get 3 melts out of this as well. So I'm guessing a little bit of this wax will go a long way just based on the consistency of this. I'm guessing it's primarily paraffin. Ooh! It's not too salty. And I was worried about the nutty scent. I'm not getting a lot of the nut on cold. But wait till we put this in the warmer. You know, that's my favorite. Warm nuts. We'll see if I like that one. Not sure. Doesn't smell bad though. It's good, but I'm just not sure how I feel about nuts in wax. I've never really given it a fair try, so we'll see. Next one is Carnival Bread, which is caramel apple bread and funnel cake bites. So I'm already starting to haul for fall. It's going to be really hard for me to know that this is in my wax closet and not kind of just have a little taste here and there. Beautiful. Again, the time that it must take to go into this, I believe I read a portion of Amber's blog. I'm not sure if Amber had written it or her husband, but originally Amber had started an Etsy shop making journaling stickers, I believe. So she's going through a lot of work to pour the product, but then as well designing each and every individual sticker. That's crazy. I think they had an artist sketch the dog, but I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, Amber does all of the rest of the artwork and then just puts the JPEG of the dog on top. Girl is busy. I'm loving Carnival Bread. Yep, going back in for more of that. It's not overly strong, but I think it'll totally change once you put heat to it. That's gorgeous. I need to make me a list because I'm definitely placing another order. And then I purchased Doughboy, which is deep fried dough, cinnamon sugar, and powdered sugar. I'm going to take these bad boys out because I can hardly smell this one. Look how pretty it is! Ooh, that's good. That would be kind of like coconut creamery. I would probably not melt this one on its own, but I could make some of my own scent babies with that bad boy. Love that. We also have coffee pie. No scent notes for this one, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Pie crust and coffee. Oh, good morning. Woo! Yep. Sarah's going to be one happy camper in the morning from now on at the dollhouse. Are you looking at me, baby? Okay. I was going to wait and do this another time, but in between these little hauls, we're going to have a contest. And this is a perfect time considering the vendor. But anyways, next I purchased Lenny's apple bread, mac apple, cornbread muffins, zucchini bread, and sugar cookies. Could you think of a more perfect fall scent? Hello. Definitely need more of that. Oh, that's so good. So, so good. In my second order, even though they were 6 minutes apart, it was like I forgot what I ordered 6 minutes ago. I purchased 2 more pink beach blankets, so definitely can share some of those with friends. I grabbed, Sashaisms kept talking about this Smoky Paws, which I believe is Vanilla Bean Noel. You want to come show me something? Look what you have here. Hang tight. My apologies. So Sashaisms kept talking about this blend, Smoky Paws, and it's tobacco caramel and vanilla bean Noel that she really enjoys. At the time, just Smoky Paws on its own wasn't available on the website, but I did find Buddy, which is a mixture of Smoky Paws plus lavender. The clamshells are $5.34. Yeah, $5.34. It's nice to see a vendor start charging what they're worth, if that makes sense. I find a lot of these vendors undercharge, and I think everybody in the industry should pick up and start charging what their work is worth. It will definitely shake the wax world a little bit, but I highly recommend it because a lot of work goes into this. So this is a two-toned, oh, and this is my special guest. She's curious as to what I've got over here. Smoky Paws, this is very interesting on cold. I'm loving the lavender, and I'm loving the mixture of that pipe tobacco. So, I have a little bit of a story to tell you about this curious creature. She probably thinks that that's food. I also purchased Dugout, which is root beer plus Smoky Paws, tobacco caramel, vanilla bean Noel. That's interesting. I like root beer in the fall. To me, that's kind of like a fall fair or carnival scent. Ooh, I'm surprised. This was one that I really thought was going to be a turnoff for me, but it's not. I don't dislike anything in this order, and they're all so weird and unique, but they work, and it's awesome to see a vendor, A, charge what they're worth, and B, try and step out of the box and create something individual instead of trademarking, or not trademarking, but like blueprinting somebody else's idea or what they've already done, right? And then last but not least, I ordered this campfire and clothespins, which is marshmallow and a summer laundry. Sasha talked about this, and I was like, oh, I'm down on that. I get mostly laundry on cold. Yeah, that's interesting. Very cool. Hey, you, get out of there. Amber also includes a little handwritten note. Sarah, hi, thank you so much for your support. You're going to love your melts, your possum. Enjoy, Amber and Steven. So that is my very first Woof WIx wax haul. Okay, just 2 seconds. I also... I need to show you. Show me what? Oh, yes, yes, yes. In a minute. So, because this little munchkin snuck in on this haul, Ella and I have decided to run a little contest. This kitten was abandoned in my shop by Mom. Not necessarily abandoned, but perhaps she got stuck behind something and brothers and sisters and Mom wandered away. Grace heard her crying in there one day. Actually, it was at night. And I said, Grace, how do you know it's not a baby raccoon? Like, stay away from that. Mom will be back. We don't need another animal. Between the chickens and now a baby kitten, I've been keeping this kind of secret here on my channel, trying to film without her in it, because for the first week I was really worried that she wouldn't make it. because she wasn't quite old enough to be away from mom yet, but starting 2 days ago, she started to show interest in solids. So she's doing quite well, very curious. Even with me just opening the wax, she thought this was food. So we decided we're going to do a little giveaway here at the dollhouse. We need my subscribers' help naming this baby girl. So, simple, simple, simple. All you have to do is comment down below your suggestions of what her name should be, and then we will announce the winner, and we'll send the winner a little care package from the dollhouse packed full of tons of wax, Canadian goodies, and yeah, lots of love. So if you're okay, quick little observation after opening almost every single one of the scent shot cups that I was sent. The only, I guess, constructive criticism I could give is that this is a sinkhole, and there's sinkholes in almost every single scent shot that I received. In Candle Making 101, and again, I'm not throwing shade on anyone, but this is technically 0.8 ounces. This isn't even an ounce when you weigh it, because this is 0.1 of an ounce, the cup plus the lid, right? Then you put this bad mamma jamma on it, and that's 0.8. It's not a full ounce. And they could very easily bring it up to a full ounce. So when it's finally weighed with the cup and the lid, it would be 1.1 ounces, which in all fairness, I think it should be, because in Candle Making 101, you want smooth tops, whether or not you're making wax melts or you're making a candle, because you want to be giving your customer the full weight in which you're charging them for, if that makes sense. And I'm just guessing, I don't know for sure, but this reminds me of like an IGI 4786, which requires a top up or a second pour to make it a full cup. So what happens is the vendor will pour hot wax into these polypropylene cups, and as it dries, it creates a sinkhole. So usually what you do is a second top up, where you would just pour a little bit more wax in there and make it a full 0.9 of an ounce. So, I mean, I'm not throwing any shade. I absolutely love this vendor and already have 17 more things in my cart to place an order this evening. But that would be my one and only little observation, constructive criticism, critique, whatever you may call it. And again, I'm not saying that that is the wax that they are using, but it reminds me of a paraffin wax that requires a second pour. Nothing that the vendor is doing wrong, it's just the actual wax and science. So it is what it is, but that's my only observation that I've made about this vendor, is that there's a lot of sinkholes. And in candle making, usually this would be a dud. Like, you wouldn't sell this, or you would just do a simple top up. Like, it takes 2 seconds to make that a nice, smooth, flat top, and c'est la vie. But all in all, I think that this vendor is going to be a fierce competitor if people pick up on this. Like, I can already think of 3 big name, big players in the wax community that Amber and her husband are kicking their butt on certain blends. In my opinion, I'm not naming any other names, but if they keep it up, I think they're going to be a fierce contender on the American indie wax market. So, just food for thought.